One of the more exciting decks to come out of Pro Tour Murders of Karlov Manor wasn't a red and black deck, but a blue and black deck. That's right, completely leaning into the can you play Dimir Control and Pioneer question that I answered in an earlier video. Yellowhat himself, Gabriel Nassif, piloted his version of the deck to an 8-2 performance in the Pioneer portion of the Pro Tour. Let's take a look at what he put together and how it attacked the metagame. Right away, we notice that there are only a few ways this deck actually wins the game. The biggest two being a singleton copy of Torrential Gearhulk and 3 copies of Shark Typhoon. Besides those threats, the deck has a singleton copy of both Hull of Storm Giants and Hive of the Eye Tyrant as backup plans to ending a game if it goes long enough. A real upgrade to the deck was the 3 copies of Deadly Cover-Up that Gabe ran, working as a much needed unconditional board wipe for the Dimir deck. The ability to collect evidence with the card makes it not entirely dead against combo and control decks, as an early discard spell can snag a powerful planeswalker or needed combo spell and remove them from the game entirely. Deduce is another new card that the deck has access to now, working in the early game alongside the 2-drop counter magic and removal package to leave opponents scared and giving you the ability to cash in on your clue token on a later turn. Normal Dimir color staples in Thoughtseize and Fatal Push, alongside a split of Memory Deluge and Dig Through Time, are the more normal parts of the deck, while the rest of the interaction has been picked for different occasions specifically. 3 copies of Censor, 3 copies of Negate, and a single Change the Equation are the early 2-drop counter spells. Meanwhile, Sheoldred's Edict is the removal spell of choice at 2 mana. A singleton copy of Cling to Dust helps hate on graveyard decks while gaining life or drawing cards, while 1 copy of Confounding Riddle gives you the choice of finding a card you need or working as a counterspell for a later turn. Narset, Parter of Veils is the final piece of the puzzle, helping you deny opposing card draw and finding a much needed spell. A full 4 Field of Ruin help to shut down problematic creature and utility lands, while 3 Undercity Sewers helps to filter the top of your deck and gives you a little bit extra for your Delve and Escape spells. Sideboard adds in some extra ways to win with 2 copies of Kalitist, Trader of Get, to exile and make a zombie army, 2 copies of Chrome Host Seed Shark to amass an incubator army, and the 4th copy of Shark Typhoon to come in when needed for a flying shark army. Extra board wipes in both Path of Peril and the Meat Hook Massacre give you better game against aggro decks, while Mystical Dispute and Narset's Reversal give you control and combo matchup tools. More removal and Go Blank as Graveyard Hate round out the board, while Jace Vryn's Prodigy hangs out for the longer games when it can flip into a powerful Planeswalker to help you win. The deck matched up well into some of the more represented decks at the PT, as Gab faced a slew of metagame decks at the event. He won his matches against Izzet Phoenix, Lotus Field combo, Izzet Ensoul, Amalia combo, Boros Convoke, the Inti version of Rakdos midrange, and the tournament breakout Rakdos Vampires. The deck unfortunately lost to the strict Proctor version of Lotus Field and the larger version of Rakdos midrange, but it did beat Gearhulk Creativity. Overall, I have to say the deck looks pretty sweet, but I am skeptical that anybody outside of Nassif himself can put up the same consistent 80% win rate with the deck. While it does have legs to compete in the Pioneer metagame, I don't think it's going to be at the top of that metagame anytime soon. But then again, what do I know? And what do you think? Are you excited to try the deck for yourself, or do you think it's better than I think it is and that it's actually as good as it is because of the deck and not just Gabriel Nassif himself? Make sure to let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to tap that subscribe button for more up-to-date Magic content, deck techs, and metagame breakdowns from all the more popular Magic events right here. See you later.